Welcome to Daily Politics on Trust TV. I'm your host, Hamza Idris. In this program, we discuss issues around politics, policy, and governance. And today, we will focus on some major national development in Nigeria's polity, such as the claim of missing trillions of naira stamp duty by a civil lawmaker, GADAJI KAZAURE, Obasanjo's endorsement of Peter Obi, fake news, preparations of INEC, among other topical national issues, because it is New Year. And in the studio, we are joined by an elder statesman and former Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Alhaji Idi Farouk. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
We are happy having you, and compliments of the season.
I'm also happy to be with you, and compliments of the season.
Because we will go on a quick break, and when we come back, the conversation commences. Don't go away. Yes, welcome back. We have Alhaji Idi Farouk in the studio. He's a former Director General of the National Orientation Agency. You are a reservoir of knowledge of sort. I read somewhere, I think in 2021, when you said, if President Buhari did not tackle insecurity, it will be his legacy. I want to quote you the way you put it. I read it somewhere. Are you still on that pedestal, or you have changed your perception?
Has the security improved? If it has not improved, we still have another 5-6 months for him to make sure that, to make sure that security improves.
Yeah.
It hasn't improved.
It hasn't?
It has not improved, to the best of
But how do you mean?
To the best of my knowledge.
Okay.
I mean, banditry still goes on, kidnappings go on, and we are not seeing, and the bandits are free to do what they want to do. So basically nothing has happened to change the, you might say it has reduced, but reduction is not what we are looking for.
Okay, what are we looking for?
Elimination. Let us have a peaceful and secure, free society. Basically.
But is there any country in the world that is actually free?
Is there any country in the world that is like the Nigerian case, where the bandit will even threaten the president with a kidnap? A bandit threatened the president, threatened our governor in Kaduna. So we're going to kidnap him. Where in the world does that happen? Where else in the world has it ever happened? In America, some bandit will say it's kidnapping Biden. He will not live to finish the sentence. So
okay, the person who made that
claim. Person who make that claim. And the person is still on. They use their phones freely. They move freely. They sack places freely. Even campaigns now, you probably, in some states, you have to take permission from them.
Not from police or...
No. Not from police. From the bandits. In some states of Nigeria, they say you can't come out on Monday. And it is law. And it's not government that tells you that. And it is because, and if they choose any day, they also choose, it can go. At one time, they say for 5 days, nobody should come out. And people didn't go out. What kind of, where security, has it improved?
Oh.
I'm asking you.
Well, to me, because we have brought people from across the divide. Some will tell you that, of course, we no longer have the bombings the way we used to have, especially in Northeast. Now, the bombings are not really there.
So that means security has improved?
Well,
outside bombing, people have taken over. You see AK-47 is moving, all this is no longer light arms again, it's very solid warfare. Exactly. So
anti-aircraft missiles.
I want to ask, what's going on?
And where did we get it from?
Non-state actor will sit down somewhere and say, nobody should go out and everybody will not go, including governors. So where is the security?
Did we actually bargain for this in 2015?
Nobody bargains for such insecurity. It's just a lack of leadership, as far as I'm concerned, across the board, particularly from the federal side, because if you go to the states, they are handicapped. Of course, the governors there are they say, according to the books.
But they keep guzzling billions of naira, because when you look at their books at the end of the month, even though they don't even mention it, but you see.
You know, because look, I don't know what you mean by they're guzzling billions
of naira in terms of security. The governors who are actually pushing the blame to the federal government.
They are not pushing the blame. You have to be fair. Governors have their blame, no doubt about it.
Okay.
But not is in the area of security. Most of the governors here are the ones that indeed even fund security agencies.
In terms of
they are supposed to be the what's called a head of security
in their state.
In their state. But it's only a name. Because you cannot command the army, neither can you direct the commissioner of police. They take instructions from the center. So the center has got to wake up to its responsibility. That's my take.
But why even though you didn't say it, but most people take this to the table of the president. I don't know.
Because the president told us to vote for him, and if we do and he is in office, he will ensure security.
Yeah.
And he is the commander-in-chief. The president is not only president, but commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. So the buck must stop on his table.
You somehow supported him.
Say again?
You somehow supported him. It's like you had passion for him at the time, maybe because of his antecedents. Are you disappointed in what is happening?
No, what do you mean by support?
Let
me put it like this.
Right.
When President Buhari was in CPC, I wasn't in CPC. There was a time I was with Goodluck. Don't forget, I served under a PDP government.
Yeah.
So the issue of supporting him did not arise.
No, I'm talking about this nocturnal passion that maybe somebody has capacity to actually change the tide.
No, let me put it like this. You know, Buhari came through their various mergers with other parties, and including the PDP.
Yeah.
Those that left the PDP to join. And I was part of those included that left the PDP to join the APC. Because we believed, I believed rather.
And that's where I'm coming from, yeah.
First, I thought Goodluck did not honor his pledge, which is true. And I also thought he didn't perform creditably well, particularly if you recall, you hear the Boko Haram, whatever, all that kind of thing. And I didn't like the language coming from the mouth of some operatives of the Goodluck administration. So, but then I also have the belief that this general will do all it takes to give us security. But then, you know, there is this Hausa saying, Senengaibu.
Say Allah.
Say Allah.
Is it that he did not recruit the right people? Because
I think one of the problems of Buhari, more than anything else, is his strength. His strength is that he doesn't, when he gives you an assignment, he allows you. But that allowing you is another weakness, because they are not doing what they are supposed to do. So therefore, there is no monitoring, there is no, no oversight. So everybody is just on his own, like a government.
Oh my God.
You understand? I mean, how can somebody steal in the government over 100 billion naira? How does it work?
Are you referring to the suspended accountant general?
And now, yeah, I'm talking about the accountant general. 100 and something billion naira. How did it happen? I mean, really, in Nigeria, what's going on? Now, it brings me back to the latest one we're hearing, the GADAJI exposure.
Yes, because it's one of the areas that we wanted to.
I really do not understand how this can happen.
But has it been established?
No, but if there is already allegation, what we should be seeing now is all the arms of government charged with the responsibility of finding out the truth should be working, not fighting the GADAJI man. As a matter of fact, I'm even putting up a small team to support him.
Yes,
because he is doing it on our behalf. And I think that man deserves an award. And the president himself, according to the guy, according to GADAJI, Honorable, gave him the assignment. Meaning that the president, ab initio, had some inkling that something like this must be going wrong. And now they are finishing. And we are hearing, I mean, that's why the man has to go to town. He is a very patriotic Nigerian. And I hear people coming, putting groups together, doing, sit down, remove the governor of Central Bank. That governor of Central Bank, in the beginning, I also commended him. As a matter of fact,
when he did what?
When I saw the rice pyramid
that
and all that. Not the pyramid, but when they were growing the rice.
Okay.
When they were trying to grow the rice, I thought that was a good, what's it called? Intervention and initiative. I wrote a personal letter, mine, Idi Farouk, to commend him. And indeed, even send him Professor Yunus's book, Banker to the Poor. And I thought he, at that point, was Nigeria's banker to the poor.
You change your mind now?
Oh, surely. Why? You can't hear what's going on. What? You can't hear what is going on. Excuse me.
Yes.
Simple question to ask. You have changed the currency. You got permission to change the currency.
And
how did you fund it?
The president
how did you fund it? Of course, if you meet the president, I want to do this, go ahead. It's your lot now to make sure that you get proper appropriation. You tell the president we don't have appropriation for it. Can we send it to the National Assembly to appropriate?
Must they get that to?
Oh, surely they must. How do you spend money? Is your money? The money you spend, how do you spend? Is it yours?
Sometimes you say overheads, when you see the budget of places.
When you hear overhead in a budget, it is budget for us overhead. It will be there.
And then you have miscellaneous because
it will also be the budget. It will be in the budget to say so, miscellaneous. But it will be in the budget. You will send it to the House. You will tell them how you want to spend it and how much you want them to appropriate, and in fact, even how you will get the money. Because you have money in your room, so you just decide you take it. And you want to buy a car, you just go and buy a car. Is your money?
But the dummy is sold to the president. Even though you are not an economist, but you have fair knowledge based on your pedigree.
I don't know whether it's a dummy. I don't know whether it's a dummy.
Because they said it will curb inflation, politicians will not have excess money, the monies, that they keep in their pits and all that will no longer be useful. Do you see that coming to pass?
First, when you made it, you say politicians don't have money to run their campaigns and things like that. What's your problem? If you say they won't have, that's why you are changing the currency. The election is only 2 days.
Yeah.
All the elections, only 2 days. One in February.
Yes.
For the president,
in March.
and the other in March. For 2 days election, you are doing what you are doing. Where is sense in that? It doesn't make sense at all. If you tell me you are doing it to improve the economy, I can understand.
They put that as part of the claim,
but
they said they will mop up excess.
Excuse me, but the issue of what's it called? It shouldn't even have been there in the first place. So you can see motive was not for the Nigerian people. Motive, he himself, the governor of Central Bank, paid 100 million naira to be APC candidate.
Yeah.
And not only that, because they said if you are in government, you should resign. He challenged it in court. No, I must sit down here, I'm a governor, and I must contest. What is this? What's going on in this place?
But whose fault is it? Whose fault is this?
I think the president should have sacked him. But he's not the only one to have been sacked. There are so many who paid 100 million in from the cabinet.
Yeah, but some of them did not go back. In fact, almost all of them, only those who swallowed their vomit when he said they should leave. Because, you know, at the initial stage, many ministers...
All of them went back except for a few, Wajuba. And Wajuba, the minister of what?
Well, even Amechi. I think no minister that actually vied for the post up to the time of primaries that went back to the cabinet. But
if you do that, you are supposed to be out. You can't go pay and come back, even by the rules of your party.
Yeah, as I said, most of them did not go back. Only maybe Ngige, who actually, when the president said they should,
went back and
because they didn't participate in the primaries.
Priscilla went back.
They all actually backtracked, sir.
The issue is that they paid and maybe thought they won't win and went back. But if you pay, before you pay, you have resigned. And in any case, that Allah the Anabi, 100 million for we're talking about. You take 100 million pay and then you remove yourself from the contest. What's going on?
I want to take us back to GADAJI because the CBN and happenings around the villa, there are actually many, which we will discuss. But GADAJI, the villa spokesperson disowned him. He said Buhari did not actually commission him to do that, even though the person, you know, he showcased some papers.
I need to ask you a question.
Okay.
Has Buhari spoken?
Yes.
How?
Garba Shehu is his official spokesperson.
No, Garba Shehu is not Buhari, he's not the president. Garba Shehu is not the president.
He is spokesperson
Femi Adesina is not the president. Lai Mohammed is not the president. Do you understand?
You expected the president to say something?
If the man said the president appointed me to do this, and he didn't appoint me alone. It's a committee. I don't know the other members of the committee.
Yeah, but he mentioned somebody who Garba Shehu said was actually a contractor who approached government saying that they will recover stamp duty, and at the end of the day, they discover some shenanigans and they say, find your way.
When they go to discover stamp duty, how did I mean? You see, let us call a spade, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
If somebody uses the name of the president, as GADAJI is doing,
yeah, a member of the House of Representatives,
the president appointed me. He is not making, and he said, Amana. Amana.
That is trust.
Amana. So Uku. 3 times.
Trust.
So I'm giving
divine
you this trust.
Divine
exactly.
Trust, yeah.
So basically, why should... And you mean the president hasn't had GADAJI? He's just listening to the other people. The president means to live on a high. I want to think so. And that is why that committee is there.
So you have a feeling that, because to some extent they have reduced GADAJI KAZAURE to a clown of sorts, because they said...
That is not the talking of a clown.
Okay.
And I think Nigerians should wake up to the fact that this boy is a patriotic Nigerian. Whether the president put him, whether he didn't put him, if he has done this finding, and they are true, we should go after that now.
And you think those papers he showcased are not actually...
Did you think he concocted it if he's a clown?
Well, I'm just a reporter.
I'm asking myself, I'm also a reporter. I thought we were interfacing, so come to think of it, yes. A clown can't develop that kind of document. Where would he get it from, GADAJI? And the DSS are part of this. If GADAJI is a clown, is the DG, DSS a clown?
Has he said anything, the DG?
No, but he doesn't need to speak.
Since the name of the president was mentioned.
The president was mentioned, and he is part of the people that the president appointed. So what is going on? And I'm sure that we haven't seen the end of this. And in any case, what we should be asking now is not whether the president appointed or didn't appoint. These allegations, are they true?
The substance.
Because if they are true, and that quantum of money is what we're talking about.
Over 80 trillion. This is what he was saying.
Why are we borrowing?
This is more than 4 years budget.
Exactly.
And that is why some people are really, looking at the allegation as maybe overboard to some extent.
It is not how you look at the allegation. It has to be investigated. It's not for you to say, I look at it, oh, the boy is stupid. The boy has come out with facts, his own facts and figures.
They should come with their own.
We need the EFCC to come on board. We need the police to come on board. We need ICPC to come on board. What are they doing?
But he appears to be an orphan because even the House of Representatives.
That is why I say to you that I myself, Idi Farouk here, is putting up a group of friends to support him.
What are you thinking of doing to support him?
I'm just thinking of lending him support, calling on people like I'm even doing now. Yeah. Please investigate this matter because it affects me. It affects you too. Your roads will be better. There won't be, your schools will be better. How can people steal like they're stealing?
But Elder, like courts, to some extent, EFCC, DSS, even though they investigate, but sometimes they also say they are not Father Christmas. They need somebody to actually tell them that.
Excuse me, this is gone beyond the issue of Father Christmas. This is
that they don't give. This
thing affects the lives of every Nigerian here and even abroad. We are borrowing money to fund our budget. And some people are stealing money and keeping it under the carpet. And now you are changing currency according to you so that money can come out. What about the ones you have hidden according to the allegation of Bugajin, Honorable? The allegations of this honorable member. He says monies are there. He says they have found
that they need not to even borrow.
Yeah, they don't need to borrow. We borrow. Our external debt is going up. We don't have.
And the foreign reserve.
There is no foreign reserve.
Diving.
So what's going on? That's my question.
My fear is the House of Reps, as I said. They said GADAJI is actually on his own. They didn't commission him to do this.
No, he never said the House commissioned him to do.
And they distance themselves.
No, he never said the House.
Yeah, he
is consistent. He says Mr. President appointed him. So, and the next one was when they invited the lady who is the deputy governor of the central bank to come to the House. What I saw was we came home, we came to the place because he doesn't like the questions they asked and he wanted to ask the questions about all these things that you are thinking. But the speaker requested from the deputy whether I should allow him to speak. And the deputy said no. And therefore, he wasn't allowed to even interview.
You suspect conspiracy between it's about.
No, those words are yours. I'm not the one using.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, if people who actually should voice out, people who
and he even went further on to say that the deputy speaker had at one time had cause to bring them together with the central bank governor. So all these are allegations that, but you, the press, for goodness sake, you have a responsibility. We're
actually doing that.
You are not doing it enough.
Well, here in Daily Trust, we are really doing that. We are investigating. And we are asking questions. Even GADAJI, we extended invitation that he should come and sit on this chair so that we hear, let him open up, because we have some silent questions.
Okay, I appreciate that you are doing that.
Yeah.
Because this is, I don't even know GADAJI incidentally. One of those people I've never met.
Wow.
No, I don't know him. You understand?
Yeah.
But he's probably one of the most patriotic members of the House, because I have followed his antecedents, and I see that He knows what he's saying, and he's on the side of the people. So I kudos to him.
The other time I said conspiracy. Let me change the word now and say, are you suspecting some cover-ups somewhere?
No, I don't want to suspect anything. I just want what I suspect. What I want for the security and all those involved in investigate this matter. Whether I'm suspecting conspiracy, doesn't even arise. Just do the needful, do your job.
But don't you think they are also pushed to a tight corner, considering the information that came out from the presidency that we are not part of this? Obviously, you mentioned that DSS DG was appointed by the president.
It came out of the presidency. Have you heard from the president?
I'm still insisting that if I hear something from, because not even once have I heard the president disowning Garba Shehu or Femi Adesina. You know, whenever they talk, it's as good as the man at the top.
In this case, I still ask, have you heard? Well, I mean, all those times that Garba Shehu, they talk, he's not well, he's sick, he's well, he's okay, and all that. It's not the issue. Today, according to GADAJI, we are talking about trillions of naira.
Over 80, as he said.
So it deserves the president's
attention.
If not the president, all those people are just maybe mellowing
the matter.
But
now, elder statesman. If you put, I say elder statesman, if you put some of these things together.
You called me an elder statesman.
You are one.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you for the honor.
Like the case of the Attorney General, this one, and there are many other corruption allegations. You know, what do you make of this? Because
I haven't had, I don't know the case of the Attorney General.
Accountant General, I'm sorry, Accountant General, not Attorney General. No, Accountant General. I'm referring to Accountant General. Yes. So what do you make of this? Even the Attorney General, some people mention him in his hand in the recovery of this Paris Club and all that. Almost nobody is not free. Is free.
I have not had that. Now, the one I didn't hear and know about.
Exactly. Now let's talk on the ones that we started discussing here.
Say again?
Like I'm talking about the Accountant General, and then this GADAJI's case. And President Buhari, actually, he came on 3 planks, right? He said he will fight corruption. He will address insecurity, and then the other one, yes, rejuvenate the economy. What do you make of this first one, fight against corruption? What rating will you?
Yeah, again, like it is also not successful.
What's that?
It's not successful because the people he put in place, like I told you, his strength is his weakness. Meaning that if he puts you in that place, he expects that you will do it to the best of your ability. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And in the interest of mankind and the people. Yeah. So.
And they have been failing.
So that is his strength. But when you people don't do that, and he doesn't monitor and sanction.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. Monitoring and sanction. Using carrot and stick of salt.
Exactly. So basically, that's where his weakness is. So that is why it fails. Because we know them. We had their names. There is Dogo Gide, there is Burjine or whatever.
We are talking about the bandits.
Yes, all those people know where they are. The security is supposed to have infiltrated them. People from even their camp should be killing them. If somebody will be kidnapped and taken to the bush of Nigeria, one of our bushes, and from America they will come and pick him up, take their person, and kill
and live there. Yeah.
Is there a record science to that?
So, well, if I understand you, security, economy, not
is
really
not even the economy now we are seeing.
Very much, because we'll go on a short break because there are many other issues I would love to ask you when we return. Viewers, we will go on a break, as I said, and when we return, the conversation will continue. Please don't go away.
Now, as part of efforts to support Africa's goal of strengthening...
Now, looking at the activity chart, as you can see right here, a total volume of 130...
Created a Boko Haram crisis that at that time was restricted to Yobe.
How secured are they? You can see security men with blood.
This is the road leading up to the...
Already, if you look at English squad, you are looking at EPL, you are looking at their names. You are not looking at...
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Daily Politics on Trust TV, and you can follow the conversation on all our social media platforms. We have in the studio Alhaji Farouk, a former Director General of the National Orientation Agency. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Break. Yes, before we went on break, we were talking about insecurity, talking about corruption. I am now tempted to actually move deep into politics because this is year of politics.
You're welcome.
Good. What do you make of President Obasanjo's endorsement of Peter Obi?
Let me put it like this. First, you have to know that former President Obasanjo is a father,
Okay.
is a boss to me, he's a friend to me, and he's also a confidant.
Okay. Four key areas, Horace.
Yes. And we met in this business, so to speak.
Politics.
Yeah, politics. But I really do not know why the hullabaloo about his endorsement of any candidate for that matter, because it is well within his right to so do. He must have checked all the candidates and in his own opinion. And we should always appreciate the fact that endorsements are in the opinion of the endorser.
No, but sometimes, you know, it carries a lot of weight.
It should carry some weight, yes. Because when you are endorsing, you are putting your weight behind that person. But that's as far as it goes for me.
But I think...
But he's not the only endorser. There are so many other people endorsing Atiku, endorsing Tinubu, endorsing Kwankwaso, and the rest.
Many of them are seen as paperweight. When you look at the pedigree,
There
you
is
mentioned
no
something.
paperweight in endorsement. If somebody comes out to endorse and you have been endorsed, please accept him, receive him, embrace him. Because in endorsement, he will go all out to work for you. So I just see it as an endorsement.
I am happy you mentioned like 4 areas that link you with Obasanjo, and anywhere in the world, these things you mentioned carry weight also, especially the area of confidence.
Yeah, we speak.
Yes, beyond what he said, because he said in terms of character, in terms of education or something, he's better than Atiku, is better than...
That is his opinion, and he is entitled to it. Until we begin to understand that people are entitled to an opinion, and they don't need to be crushed for holding that opinion, then our democracy will not improve. Note that when John McCain of the Republican was their candidate, Colin Powell, a staunch Republican, came out and endorsed Obama. That is even from the America where we copy these things. So Obasanjo is welcome to endorse. He's also welcome to change his mind.
But yes, before we get to that, beyond picking Peter Obi, the reasons he gave, you know, on the surface, do you think there are other factors that prompted him to?
I think you just believe that I'm a prophet or somebody.
No, you're actually confident because
no, basically,
maybe in the bedroom.
You didn't ask me whether I am even on his side.
I'm getting to that. Getting to that.
You didn't ask me whether I'm on his side.
No,
even
I'm getting
on
to that honestly. I'm getting to that. But I was asking because honestly, Nigerians are curious to know what is beyond the surface.
Exactly. Until that person to ask what is beyond the surface.
I hope you help us. I hope you help me in particular get Obasanjo to ask him some of these questions.
Is there anything under? He has told you. You've read it. I haven't read it.
Yeah.
But I know he has endorsed him because I hear people say it.
But you are his confidant, yeah.
No. I mean, when I'm saying confident,
yeah,
is somebody we talk about so many things.
So maybe he gave you a call before the endorsement.
No, he will not do that now.
All right. But are you on the same page with him now? Let me come to this now.
I refuse to answer on what page I am. I'm sorry.
But why? You are a politician.
You know, again.
Yes.
As a reporter, when you ask me a question and I give you an answer, why are you asking why?
It's a follow-up question, and we are taught in school.
And I'm also answering in a follow-up way.
Will you support Peter Obi?
What does that mean?
Because we're heading to election.
Excuse me, there are 4 candidates.
Okay. No, there are 18.
18, that's what you say.
No, I'm saying
that the
18.
ones that people are leading. In fact, maybe, and these people are all close to me personally.
Wow, you're talking about Atiku.
I'm talking about Peter Obi himself. Okay. He is well known to me. He calls me his brother.
Okay.
Atiku, like Obasanjo, is my boss.
Okay.
And he has been very helpful to me in so many ways.
Okay.
Asiwaju
okay.
is also a friend, a brother, and has been helpful. Kwankwaso is I'm a part of his family.
Wow.
You understand?
You can't be on the fence today. You can't be on the fence today.
Kola Abiola is a young friend of mine.
The PRP candidate.
The PRP candidate.
Yaba Gisani.
Dumebi Kachuku.
Yes.
Is also a young friend of mine. Also, Yaba Gisani, we've come a long way with him.
The professor in the other party, the young man.
The other ones I don't know very well.
Okay.
But I know that the SDP 1-2 is pulling his weight around.
Yeah.
And it is from one of them that we shall choose and get our president.
I want the one you choose.
But when you are asking me who I will vote for,
yes,
I will ask you, who would you vote for?
Well, I'm a journalist.
No. You are a voter.
I'm not a journalist here.
You are a voter.
I'm a journalist.
And you have a voting card.
I do.
Exactly.
As a civic.
So in that case,
right, yes,
if you say our votes should be kept to ourselves, why don't we just leave it there? Including my own.
You want to remain on the fence?
What does that mean? I don't know what fence. I haven't seen any fence. I've just told you my friends. No fences around here.
Okay. Since you don't want to tell me that.
Why? Because at this point in time,
yes,
I think we are still sizing all the candidates properly.
But you feel Obasanjo was right within his right?
Excuse me, anybody who does any endorsement, including Obasanjo, is within his right to so do.
But people are really accusing him of shifting the goalpost.
How?
For instance, in 2015, he endorsed Buhari. In 2019, he endorsed Atiku. And now he's endorsing Peter Obi.
Okay.
Why is he not?
Can we start? Excuse me.
All right.
In 2015, you say endorsed Buhari.
Yes.
Because in his opinion, Goodluck had not done well. In his opinion, because I know that. We all, including me, we endorsed Buhari now.
And the Atiku himself. You suddenly disown him.
It's not a matter of disown. It's a matter of looking at the performance of the person, assessing that person, and if in your opinion, your assessment proves him to be a no-show, you move. And that's how life is anyway.
Okay.
You understand?
But in 2019, it was Atiku.
Then, of course, because he also saw now that Buhari, in his opinion, didn't do well.
Why people are saying he's erratic?
What does it mean there?
Yes, because look at his book.
How does it become
Look
erratic?
at his book, how he described Atiku. And this book came out before 2019. And he suddenly endorsed Atiku, forgetting what
Is
he wrote
this
about
interview about Obasanjo?
No, sir. No. It's actually...
I need to know.
No. It's actually about politics. That is why I'm asking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I've
it's
given
politics.
you my answer that the man is within his rights to endorse, to remove endorsement, to go back and endorse. Those are the rights of a man. Everybody does it.
Yeah, but some people are saying, anyway, let me move to APC now. I don't want to ask the other questions because I don't want you to actually get emotional about it.
No, I'm not getting emotional. It's just the fact that, no.
Okay, should I ask the last question?
Go ahead.
That all people the people he is actually endorsing, they are not getting it. So his endorsement actually is not really going anywhere.
It doesn't still stop his endorsement. So if that is even the belief, why are you crying and making another?
I'm not really crying.
Not you now.
Okay.
The people
people watching us now.
People you say are making that. Why are you talking about it? If you know, then you'll be happy. if for instance, you are not with OB, and you know Obasanjo's endorsements fall to rubbish can, and then you'll be happy. So why shouldn't he endorse?
But do you think that others are actually lowering, let me say, prestige? Because they have not been endorsed by him, they are now calling him names. Or it's also within their rights.
The truth about it is that, please understand the nature of politics. You will be for me, assuming. And the gentleman there, because he's in that race, will challenge you, will be against you. Because he doesn't see reason why you should come out to endorse me. So that the people who are not endorsed are challenging him. But if I was in the camp, if I was on the field running this kind of campaign, I will not condemn Obasanjo for
just move.
Because basically, immediately you begin to condemn, and you begin to bring another additional story and talks, you are upping the ante. You get what I mean? So I'll just allow him as endorser, so what?
You move on.
And in any case, how many votes does he have? How many people can he mobilize? What funds can he bring to? So many things are required in an
that people should actually not lose sleep.
I don't think it's something that you should lose sleep over.
And this brings me to very important matter. You served as the DG of National Orientation Agency, an agency that is actually meant to sensitize people. What is your take on the temperament of politicians now?
You see, you recall that before you asked this question, we have spoken briefly. You said when you were growing up, you knew MAMSA. MAMSA itself was like a government. I hope you know. It was properly and adequately funded. And therefore, they are, and of course, the manpower is strong. And of course, you got Jerry Ghana, who is also a very strong mobilizer, because he himself is a mobilizer par excellence, even on his own. And so MAMSA was doing all those things, and government gave it the support that it required. And then it now metamorphosed into NOA. You understand? And NOA is still doing the job of MAMSA.
But people are not really
No. You see, again, you have to understand the job of National Orientation Agency. You have to understand their mandate. And you also have to understand the structure of their what's it called. I had calls to write to the National Assembly in defense of NOA. Because I know as a fact that in the states, they are working. You see, when you don't fund them, let me put it like this. INEC is charged with the responsibility of conducting elections. But they also have mobilization and education in their, and the funds are with them. Do you understand? And they don't have the manpower to be able to mobilize Nigerians to go and collect their IP, to do this, to come out and do this. Those funds should be with National Orientation Agency. When you are doing polio matter, after the polio committee and their money for mobilization and education should be with National Orientation Agency.
Instead of being domiciled.
You domicile it with people who don't have the wherewithal. You get what I mean? They put a few adverts here, a few adverts there. When NOAA has the wherewithal to do.
They said they have presence in all the 774
locations, and up till now.
The offices are there?
Not only are they there, they are manned by deputy assistant directors.
Meaning they have what it takes to mobilize. So when you are talking about NOAA, even at that level, you have at least nearly 900 deputy directors or assistant directors, as the case may be, when they say they should move into one ministry. Which ministry will contain NOAA? How? Instead of an agency, it ought to be like a commission or something like that.
It is an agency of government charged with the responsibility of public enlightenment, mobilization, and all that. And they are doing it at their level.
Where did we go to wrong, sir? Because as I said, when I was growing up, I was in Jos. I still remember Amadou Zakari, who was the director, in Plateau State that time. Almost every day you hear
is that I know Amadou.
Yes, late, yeah. I mean,
the monies for MAMSA were with MAMSA.
Okay.
All. So when government wants to do A, B, C, D, E, F, it charges them with the rest. In fact, you don't even charge them with it. For as long as they know, they go with their program. But you cannot, I mean, if NOAA brings a jingle here, you charge them the cost of Coca-Cola. How Coca-Cola will bring their jingle, you charge NOAA that. They don't have those funds.
Well, we'll be giving them slots free here as part of our social responsibility. And their strength
is in the local governments. Every state governor, today as I speak, and I stand to be corrected, relies on NOAA for certain actions to take in their state. Because it is NOAA that will tell them what the goings on in this little locality on what they call special report. They write special report every week. They have mood of the nation, which they send to government. So, and that is why NOAA, because of its more like intelligence gathering functions, is part of the Joint Intelligence Board that meets in the office of the NSA.
Yeah.
So it's not as if to say, you might not see them on television and radio.
Yeah, but they are
because it costs money. But it costs. But they are there.
What do you think should be done to actually revive it?
To get this thing right.
Yes.
Give to whom honor is deserved. Give it to him. Take this money from INEC. They don't have the wherewithal. How do they spend the money?
And which is just a component, right?
Yes, just a component. I mean, what is there? They take it from polio people, all those people who are doing what they are not supposed to do. That is why we still have people not understanding. INEC needs to give the fund or partner with NOAA as of right.
Because I have this belief that people are not really sensitized because they inherit some grievances. Somebody don't even know that his father was killed during the civil war by Boko Haram or whatever, but he just picks arm today and said he's defending, the action or inaction of his father.
That one again.
So what I'm saying, will sensitization actually help?
Not only sensitization. Government did a mistake, I think, by removing history from the
curriculum. Another topic.
Which people? Why should you remove history? How would you know the role of Ojukwu, Gowon, or anybody else? How would you know the love that existed? How would you know that it was General Hassan who gave a plane to take Ojukwu's mother to the east even during the war?
Wow.
This I know because I was there when Ojukwu himself, because he was my guest in Kaduna. I was his host when we launched, incidentally, MAMSA. We brought him to Kaduna, and they met with General Hassan for the first time. And he said publicly that this man is a good man, that's Hassan. Because he called Hassan. During the war, the tension was there. His mother was hiding somewhere in Zaria. How would you know?
We just have to get you again, but in 30 seconds, I want to have your take on this back and forth about beavers that will be deployed by in just 30 seconds.
I don't know what the back and front
Yes,
is.
the APC, for instance, the APC, we had the chairman saying Nigeria is not ready to have it. Even the president was quoted somewhere saying beavers is not
but
actually.
the beaver, if it is what will make our elections good and fair, there would be no need, to... what, I don't
so
know
people should resist the temptation.
No.
Even though the Electoral Act has actually defined it now.
INEC has gone beyond flip-flopping on the beaver.
They have to face the reality.
Otherwise, the election won't be credible.
Thank you very much. We have run out of time. We thank you very much again for coming to the program. Viewers, we've been with Alhaji E.D. Farouk, an elder statesman and former Director General of National Orientation Agency. In less than an hour, we have discussed so many issues which we strongly believe will shape events as they unfold ahead of next month's general elections. We thank you for being with us, and we hope you will join us again for another interesting package. For now, I am Hamza Idris. Bye-bye.